Brother, there's a reason your stomach tightens when she says the words "girls' night." A reason your instincts flare, even though you try to silence them. And here's the truth most men never dare speak out loud. Her girls' night isn't what you think it is. And deep down, she knows you know. Let me tell you a little story, a psychological experiment actually, one that still rattles experts today. Researchers at the University of Michigan once studied what happens to human behavior when people enter environments with no accountability. They found that even the most trustworthy individuals behaved in dramatically different, riskier, and more impulsive ways when they believed their actions couldn't be traced back to them. In other words, when people think no consequences, the mind unlocks a version of itself that rarely appears in the daylight. Now listen closely, because modern nightlife was built on that exact psychological loophole. When she steps out with her friends, hair done, heels on, phone on do not disturb, she's not just entering a bar, she's entering an identity shift. Women call it fun. Psychologists call it de-individuation, the state where a person feels less like an individual and more like a faceless part of the crowd. Studies show this state weakens impulse control, heightens emotional reactivity, and amplifies validation-seeking behavior. And nowhere on earth activates this faster than a club full of bright lights, loud music, shots of tequila, and a dozen men scanning the room like hungry wolves. But here's the part no one warns you about. It's not the environment that changes her. It's the permission she thinks the environment gives her. Because girls' night comes with an unspoken rule, one she will never say out loud. Everything that happens tonight doesn't count. And most men? They have no clue how powerful that sentence is to the female psyche. You see, women bond through emotional amplification. When one friend becomes wild, the others don't calm her down. They escalate with her. This is why psychologists often refer to all female social groups as emotion contagion clusters. One spark of impulsivity becomes a wildfire. A nightclub is nothing but sparks. Now, I'm not here to tell you she's cheating. I'm not here to tell you she's betraying you. I'm telling you the truth modern men ignore. Girls' night puts her in the highest risk environment for boundary erosion, temptation, and emotional impulsivity, even if she loves you. That's why you feel uneasy. Your instincts aren't paranoia, they're pattern recognition. Because every man who's been burned carries the same story. It was just a girls' night. Nothing happened until everything did. But stay with me, because this isn't about fear. It's about understanding the psychology behind what really happens when she steps into a night built around attention, impulsivity, and plausible deniability. Now listen carefully, because this is where most men get blindsided. When women talk about girls' night, they make it sound innocent, like it's a harmless tradition, a bonding ritual, a cute escape from stress. But beneath the surface, psychology paints a very different picture, a picture most men never see until it's already too late. Let's break it down. There are 3 psychological forces that activate the moment she steps out with her friends, and together they create the perfect storm for boundary erosion. 1. Emotional synchronization. Women don't just bond emotionally, they sync emotionally. Researchers call this emotional entrainment. Put a group of women together, give them music, alcohol, and a social environment built on validation, and their emotions begin to rise and fall in unison. If one friend feels bold, they all feel bold. If one wants attention, they all seek attention. If one starts flirting just for fun, they normalize it for the entire group. A woman who would never entertain certain behavior alone may suddenly feel it's not a big deal because her friends are doing it too. It's not immorality, it's psychology, and psychology doesn't negotiate. 2. The external validation loop. Here's a truth men rarely hear. Women are not addicted to attention, they're addicted to comparison, and girls' night is an open marketplace for comparison. The outfit, the makeup, the men looking, the friend who gets more looks, the friend who gets fewer. It's a silent competition, one that fuels behavior far more than men realize. Studies from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that women's self-esteem fluctuates significantly based on real-time social feedback, especially from male observers. And what environment is engineered entirely around male observation? Exactly. A club is a validation casino. Bright lights, loud music, free compliments, free drinks, and 100 micro-opportunities to feel desired. Not because she wants another man, but because she wants to feel like she still could. And that is where the danger begins. 3. Identity suspension. This is the most dangerous force of all. When a woman goes out with her friends, she's not just having fun. She's temporarily stepping out of the identity she holds in the relationship. Not cheating, not lying, not malicious. Just suspended. For a few hours, she is no longer your girlfriend, your wife, the loyal partner, the responsible woman. She becomes the version of herself her friends hype up. You're gorgeous. You're single for the night. No one here knows you. Live a little. This identity suspension is why the same woman who posts Bible verses on Wednesday can be taking shots with strangers on Saturday. It's not hypocrisy, it's compartmentalization. Women are exceptional at dividing emotional realities into separate boxes. Men merge worlds. Women switch between them. This switching isn't accidental. It's neurological, it's documented, and it has consequences. But here's the part no one ever tells you. Girls' night isn't built on bad intentions. It's built on the absence of intention. And when intention disappears, boundaries become blurry, values become negotiable, and impulses become stronger than promises. If you really want to understand what happens on girls' nights, you can't just look at the behavior. You have to look at the biology beneath the behavior. Because modern nightlife may be new, but the instincts that activate inside it are ancient. Let's go back, way back, to a time before bars, before makeup, before Instagram, before the word loyalty was even invented. In early human tribes, a woman's survival depended on her position within the group. Not just physical safety, social safety. If she was chosen, desired, protected, or valued by high-quality males, the tribe treated her with higher status. And here's the critical part. Female social groups were the arena where this status was constantly negotiated. Women learned early that attention, especially male attention, wasn't validation. It was currency. Now fast forward to a nightclub. It is, quite literally, the modern arena of social positioning. Loud music, scarcity of intimacy, heightened emotional intensity, dozens of men scanning the room, and her friends watching her every move. Nothing activates ancient instincts faster. Evolutionary psychologists talk about a concept called mate value recalibration. It's the psychological effect of receiving sudden bursts of attention. When a woman gets more attention than usual in a short time, two things happen. 1. She feels a spike in perceived mate value. 2. She subconsciously re-evaluates her partner to see if he still matches it. This process is not conscious, it's instinctive, built into the survival mechanisms of our species. Girls' night is engineered to create that spike. Every compliment, every stare, every man offering a drink, every guy trying to dance near her. It's not about cheating, it's about the instinctive recalculation of her desirability, an ancient system triggered by a modern stimulus. Men fear betrayal, women fear settling. Two different survival scripts, colliding in the same room. But here's where things truly take a dark turn. Women don't just experience these evolutionary triggers individually, they amplify them collectively. In ancestral tribes, female groups reinforced each other's choices, desires, emotions, and instincts. It was safety, unity, and strategy. Today, it's the same wiring, but now the tribe is fueled by tequila shots and bass drops. When one friend gets male attention, the others feel the spike too, even indirectly. When one friend gets reckless, the others feel permission to let go. When one friend crosses a line, the others feel justified. It's not immorality, it's emotional contagion, the same psychological phenomenon we see in riots, mobs, or religious fervor. The environment becomes stronger than individual values, and you aren't there to anchor her identity. This is what most men fail to grasp. A woman can love you deeply and still be vulnerable to her environment. Not because she's bad, not because she's untrustworthy, but because she's human. And humans are creatures of instinct long before they are creatures of morality. Every man fears the strangers in the club, but the truth is far more unsettling. It's not the men out there you should worry about. It's the women she's with, because on girls' night, her friends carry more influence over her decisions than you do. Not because she respects them more, but because in that environment, their voices speak directly to the part of her psyche you cannot reach from a distance. Let me show you exactly how this happens. 1. The emotional gatekeeper. In every female friend group, there is one woman who sets the emotional tone. The regulator, the amplifier, the thermostat. If she's hurt, the others get hurt. If she's reckless, the others loosen their boundaries. If she's competitive, the others react subconsciously, mirroring her energy. Psychologists call this the alpha female emotional cascade, the phenomenon where the most expressive or dominant woman dictates the emotional state of the entire group. If she says, "Girl, you're too hot to be tied down tonight," or "He won't know," or "You deserve attention," it doesn't just influence your woman, it reframes her choices. You're not battling her willpower, you're battling an entire emotional ecosystem. 2. The friend who hates men. There is always one, and she is the most dangerous presence in the room. This is the woman who resents men, resents relationships, resents boundaries, and secretly resents that your girl has something she doesn't. She doesn't need to say it out loud. Her worldview leaks through in the smallest comments. "Ugh, men are all the same. You're still texting him. Come on, live a little. He's probably asleep. He won't even notice." Her bitterness becomes a permission slip for chaos. She's not trying to ruin the relationship. She's trying to validate her own life choices. And your woman, even if she loves you, will subconsciously feel pressured to fit into the emotional mold of the group. This isn't theory. It's documented social psychology. People conform to the norms of their group, even if those norms contradict their personal values. 3. The single instigator. She's fun, she's wild, she's the one yelling, "Shots!" She's the one dragging your girl onto the dance floor. But beneath that energy is a dangerous truth. Single women have nothing to lose, and partners at home have everything to lose. Every man has seen this dynamic. The single friend encouraging reckless behavior because she wants company in her chaos. Not malicious, not evil, just lonely, and determined to turn the night into a movie scene where she's not the only main character. Her motto is simple: if I'm doing it, we're all doing it. Your girlfriend is not immune to that pressure. 4. The quiet one. The most dangerous of them all. People fear the loud friend. But psychologists warn about the opposite. The quiet friend is the one who observes the group, reinforces decisions with soft approval, and offers zero resistance to escalation. She's the one who whispers, "Don't worry, it's fine. We're just having fun. Nothing's going to happen." And that calm reassurance lowers boundaries faster than alcohol, because women trust the quiet friend. They see her as the reasonable one, But in an environment of noise and impulsivity, the reasonable one, validating unreasonable behavior, is the deadliest influence in the room. You cannot control her friends. You cannot fight the group psychology. You cannot out-argue primal instincts with modern logic. But you can understand what really shapes the night. Men think the danger of girls' night is the alcohol, the dancing, the men, the club. But no, that's not the moment you need to fear. The moment that puts your woman at the highest risk of crossing a line is far quieter, far subtler, and far more psychologically dangerous. It happens before the shots, before the DJ, before the club. It happens in the Uber on the way to the bar. Let me explain. In psychology, there's a phenomenon known as the liminal state, a mental space between identities where the mind is vulnerable, impulsive, and more open to influence. That Uber ride, that's her liminal state. She's no longer the girlfriend, but she's not yet the version of herself her friends expect. She is floating, identity suspended. And this is where boundaries soften, not from alcohol, but from anticipation. Anticipation is more intoxicating than any drink. Her friends are hyping her up. You look insane tonight. You're glowing, girl. Men are gonna be all over you. He's lucky to have you. She's not doing anything wrong, but she's being psychologically primed. Primed for attention, primed for validation, primed to be perceived, primed to be desired. This is not cheating. This is the psychology of possibility. And possibility is what weakens restraint long before opportunity arrives. Once inside the club or bar, the night follows a predictable psychological pattern, one researchers have observed across countless behavioral studies. It goes like this. Phase 1. Arrival. She notices who's looking, who's not, who's staring, who's evaluating. Her brain registers every single glance. Women are trained socially to read subtle signals. It's evolutionary radar. Phase 2. Adjustment. After 15 to 20 minutes, she calibrates to the environment. Is my outfit landing? Do my friends look better than me? Who's noticing me? Should I act more confident? Should I loosen up? This is where her emotional state begins syncing with her friends' invisible expectations. Phase 3. Escalation. This is the most dangerous part of the entire night, and it has nothing to do with men touching her or buying her drinks. It's the moment she feels, I could get attention if I wanted it. That single belief, even if she never acts on it, is the psychological gateway to boundary erosion. A woman doesn't need to cheat to become compromised. She only needs to feel that she could without consequence. Because once that doorway opens, the mind begins negotiating with itself. It's harmless. It doesn't mean anything. I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just a vibe. It's just dancing. It's just a compliment. It's just a conversation. It's just energy. The most dangerous phrase in female psychology is, it's just. That phrase has justified more emotional betrayals than any physical one. But here's the true twist. Women don't cross lines when they're drunk. They cross lines when they're validated. Alcohol lowers inhibitions. Validation lowers principles. Men fall from lust. Women fall from justification. Brother, you've now seen the full picture. Not the sugar-coated version society hands out, but the raw psychology beneath the surface. The forces that shape her behavior, the instincts she doesn't notice, and the environments that shift identity faster than intention can catch up. But this is where I need you to listen with a steady mind, because many men hear these truths, and they react with fear, anger, or control. And that is not the lesson here. The truth about girls' night isn't meant to make you paranoid. It's meant to make you aware, awake, unblinded. Awareness is protection. Control is insecurity. Awareness empowers you. Control destroys you. Because the real message, the one most men never learn, is this. A woman cannot betray a man who refuses to abandon himself. If you anchor your life on her behavior, you will always feel unstable. If you anchor your life on your standards, your boundaries, your values, your mission, then her choices will reveal her, not ruin you. Let me give you the truth directly, as a brother should. You cannot stop a woman from crossing a line if she is the kind of woman who crosses lines. But you can decide the kind of man you will be when that truth presents itself. You can have calm boundaries, not emotional ones. You can observe patterns, not explanations. You can value loyalty without begging for it. You can command respect without demanding obedience. A woman's choices are her own mirror. Your response is yours. And here's the final uncomfortable truth. The power was never hers. It was always yours. Not the power to control her, but the power to choose the reality you allow into your life. The power to walk away from chaos. The power to protect your peace. The power to stop tolerating situations that drain you, belittle you, or insult the man you are becoming. You don't need to check her phone. You don't need to stalk her Instagram. You don't need to interrogate her after a night out. You only need to watch what she shows you when she thinks you won't notice. And if the woman beside you respects herself, she will respect the relationship. If she doesn't, you will see it. You always do. Men always do. We just ignore the signs because we fear the truth more than the pain. But not anymore, brother. Not after this. So here's what I want from you, from every man watching. Reflect on this. Sit with it. Ask yourself what standards you've lowered, what red flags you excused, what instincts you numbed. And then, share this video with a brother who needs to hear it. Someone who's drowning in confusion, someone who needs the truth more than comfort. And if this message spoke to you, if it woke something inside you, then subscribe. Support the mission using the link in the description below to help us spread this work. Men are starving for truth. Let's feed them.